joy it is to be on the greatest radio stations around the world right now, like Dublin's best music mix, Capital Radio 104 FM, 97.3, the best mix of today's music, Tallahassee. Todd Taylor of Spartanburg, South Carolina. Todd locks into the weekly top 40. In fact, he's been on television with Regis and Kathy Lee and all these famous network people. Todd, how are you?
Oh, it's going great. How are you today?
Wonderful. And I was just talking about you and your playing and your picking and everything. Todd Taylor out of Spartanburg, South Carolina. Freebird. Taylor. Gold star for you this weekend out of Spartanburg, South Carolina. Stay here. There are more hits.
The Weekly Top 40.
Welcome to Inside the Soundwave Internet TV Show, live from the beaches of Indian, Florida, where all of your local musicians get to tell their music story, from the beginning to the present. And now, here's your host, Mr. Soundwave.
We're on the air today, Indian, Florida, right here on the beach on this beautiful Florida day. You're the best banjo player in the world. Right here with me, Mr. Todd Taylor.
Well, you know, I appreciate that. The best in the world, but I thank you for that.
I think you're the best.
Hey, appreciate that.
And I think you're the best.
That's right. Best. You are the man, Will.
This guy right here. Todd Taylor's on the show today. And we also have
This is my bass player, Mike Moody. 30 years. He's played with me for 30 years.
Great guy. Glad to have you here too, Mike. They came in yesterday on the show, and they were at the studio doing some stuff, hanging out, having a good time. They got some beach time. Todd got some beach walking in.
Yeah, got my exercise in.
Got his exercise in last night. And he's here today for everybody in Brevard and all over Central Florida and around the world. Todd Taylor. Mr. Todd, tell him what's going on.
Hey, everything's going great. It was when I had the opportunity to come down here. You know, I've been out on the book tour promoting the new book, which is Picking Over the Speed Limit, produced by Lynn Robin Green and Bianca, Beyond Tomatoes. They did all the artwork. It's for Hal Leonard, America's #1, the biggest publisher in the world for music books and all. Been out promoting that book for the book company, doing a lot of guitar centers, music and art stores, and all that stuff. And I produced a... Thornton Klein, a guy that I wrote some hit songs with, I produced his book, the stuff for it, and it's also on Hal Leonard, and it's called Practice Personality. He's wrote a lot of hits. Thornton has for Engelberg Humperdinck, Tim Murphy, Gloria Gaynor, and been doing a lot of that stuff and just playing concerts and stuff and all. And it's been great, just having a good time. And hey, I'm happy. One of my best friends is here today. Let's go back to south of Georgia right quick. And he's here today, and it's an honor to be seen. I haven't seen him in a while because I've been doing my thing and he's been doing his thing. But a lot of people remember the South of Georgia video produced by T.C. Ridge of South of Georgia, and I was honored to be a part of that.
How lucky can I be in the studio to have T.C. Ridge?
And T.C.'s here. T.C.,
Todd
I
Taylor.
love you, brother.
Love you, buddy.
Good
to be here.
I got a T.C. Ridge South of Georgia guitar to give you when I leave here today.
Can't wait, my friend.
Yeah. But hey, everything's been going great. You know, doing a lot of shows. Doing a lot of book signings for Hal Leonard to promote the book, and you know the last album, the last album which you see up front, that video was produced by me and Jerry Fortenberry for Indemnity 2 Productions out of South Carolina. That video made the Grammy nomination list for for best video, and then the CD we didn't make the final cut, but hey, we made the nominations. Indescribable CD, which it has 2 original songs on it that are doing real good right now, Waterfall and Six Guns, and to me that's some of my best work that I've ever wrote. Those songs.
Where can they get those?
Oh, they can get them anywhere. Just type it in the internet and it's everywhere. Now the book's all over the world. It's in a couple of other languages too. You can get that anywhere. Barnes and Noble, all the music stores, most guitar centers, anywhere in the world, it's there.
Awesome. I just want to get them started, the audience, with where were you born?
I was born in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Yeah, home of Marshall Tucker Band. And when I was a kid, we used to have a group called the Taylor Twins, me and my twin brother, and we did the Opry, Grand Ole Opry, and all that stuff. And I used to sit around with my great friend Toy Caldwell and sit in his music room and look at all the gold records and magazines, and I said, man, one day I want to be like that. But at that time, I was playing rock and roll with a banjo. I was taking these rock songs, and nobody had ever done that, transposing them for the banjo. And Toy Caldwell always told me, he said, if you do that one day, it's different. It'll be good for you. So after many years of playing with my twin brother and all, the last TV show we ever did together was Regis and Kathy Lee show. And he wasn't as serious about the business as I was. And on the plane flight home, that's when I broke away from him. I called Toy Caldwell. I went to Marshall Tucker's old studio, and the Something Different album was recorded, which was Freebird, Stairway to Heaven, and all those covers. But now, keep in mind, before I did that, I respected Leonard Skinner and the name and those songs. It's something you don't play around with.
Right.
I called Alan Walden then in Macon, Georgia, and Alan checked with everybody, and they gave me their blessing. So the actual day that the stuff was recorded was produced by Dwayne Evans. A lot of the original players and a lot of the people were there at the studio. Tim Pickens from Benny Mordonis. You know, she's just 16 years old. I'm not a singer, but Tim Pickens, he played the drums, and a lot of legendary people. And that day that Freebird was recorded, it was recorded one take. I was tired from being on the road. I told the producer and engineer to delete it all. I hated it. I was getting out of the music business. And the funny thing is, the next day I walked into the studio, I heard it playing. I was just like blown away. Who is that? They said, that's you. That's what you recorded. Then the rest is history. And what happened was, every record label in the business, and I love telling this story, because the artist now has control of the world, if they know how to promote themselves and all. I did it. We put out because all the labels said you can't play rock and roll with a banjo. A 45 went out. Freebird side A, side B, Stairway to Heaven. I used a Nashville promotion company to do all that. I knew that within so many weeks, when they got it, they were going to say, hey, let's listen to this guy trying to play rock with a banjo, and we can make fun of it. We can use it for skits and stuff. I knew when they would do that, when they heard it, they were just going to be blown away, and that's what happened. And probably 6 weeks after that, I'm sitting with Rick Dees at the Top 40. I'm young, you know. I'm still young. I'm sitting with Rick Dees at the Top 40. And looking out at the round Capitol building, and I'm like, wow, did I really do this? Did this really happen? And the rest is history. And now, let me also say something that's very important. My good friend John McEwen, he'll probably be watching this. And John, I love you. You're a great guy. John McEwen was one of the first people to play banjo on a lot of this stuff. You know, Bobby Thompson done some stuff too, but John McEwen, he played on a lot of Led Zeppelin stuff and a lot of stuff, and he was already on rock albums back in the 70s and all, but it was a background instrument. Mm-hmm. But what I did was took that banjo as a forefront instrument and done that, and nobody had ever done that. Nowadays, you know, you got all these bands that do these picking on albums, you know, even bluegrass bands playing Freebird, rock, and all that stuff on all these bands, and, you know. But I started that back then. It was pioneer, and you know, I'm not bragging about it, but I look back on it now, and now I realize, you know, how awesome it was and all, you know. That's really. But and it's.
Well, you did that Freebird in the 80s.
Yes, in the 80s, and that, like I said, that was all recorded at Marshall Tucker's studio, and that was some good times. You know, Dwayne Evans, you know, he's an awesome producer. He had played with, you know, Skinner, played with a lot of people. I mean, he could play any instrument, but those were great days. And before,
and you broke through.
Yes, and before all that was ever done, though, keep in mind, I was with my twin brother called the Taylor Twins, and we were playing with country stars all the time, like Stella Parton, Dolly Parton, Leon Everett, doing Nashville on the Road show. And we was, you know, Roy Acuff's the first person that took me out on the Opry stage when I was probably 14 years old. And you can Google all that stuff, and you can see all that stuff. And I was really young then, but I remember the good old days being there, you know, filming some shows for Hee Haw,
right?
And the Nashville Network and all that stuff. And when I look back on it all now, you know, like with Bill Monroe touring with, you know, doing stuff like that, that was legendary stuff. It was. But
incredible. The
main thing that I would like to get across today is a lot of people around the world know about it. I have a rare terminal disease. It's called a mitochondrial myopathy complex 1. It's a generic muscle disease that I got from my mom. And what I do nowadays, a lot of people have seen me with Jerry Lewis on the telethon, the big telethon live from Hollywood or South Point Hotel and Casino. Well, my bass player is wearing a hat right now from the last time we were there. And I like to died from this disease back during the heyday when I had that big record when I took the banjo to the top 40. I was in a wheelchair and they didn't give me but 6 weeks to live. And the reason I'm telling this story, because I want everybody out there to know, because this is what I'm about today. Anybody that's out there, I live with it every day, but I'm in good shape now. It's mind over matter. Anybody out there that's got any problem with any kind of thing, whether it's cancer, whether whatever it is, always keep a positive attitude and always say you're going to get better. It's just like music. Whatever you want to do in music, you can accomplish. And if anybody says you can't do it, well, don't listen to them. If you stick with it, work hard, you can do it. That's just how it is. Don't wait around. Don't wait around for anybody to do it for you, because it won't get done. You got agents nowadays. You got all these big agents. You got all these record companies. Now, I have some big people that handle a lot of my stuff. But when it comes down to my major business, I handle everything because I want to make sure it's done right, and I want to make sure all the fans, they getting what they're supposed to get, too.
Do it yourself.
But you got to do it yourself, too. And if you do that along with, other people working with you, you can be successful. You have to stick with it. But as major record labels go and all that stuff, hey, nowadays, anybody can be a major record label. Hey,
we all have our own little labels. Even I've got my own label here.
Right, I have Power Records, but I'm distributed by a lot of major companies. And I would like to say today, got a new distribution deal with Quinn. A lot of the previous CDs, 3-5 Indescribable CD, and also Cracker Barrel, they'll be in all the stores within the next 4 to 5 months. So you can also go to all the what's those stores? Mass General Stores.
Mass General Stores.
Mass General Stores, and then also on the Blue Ridge Parkway all the way to Nashville. All those stores, they'll be in all those stores too. So everybody be looking out for that pretty soon.
Yeah, we'll keep them posted on that, right?
Yeah.
And you'll let me know too.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Also check out this awesome song. It's called Swamp Child by T.C. Ridge that I played some mean banjo licks on. It's my favorite one from the South of Georgia album. And I heard through the grapevine we may be doing a video on that pretty soon. I think CMT needs something like that. What do you think about that,
I think that's on the 10 scale, it's a 10.
Yeah, I think so. But folks, I'm going to tell you, that song is one awesome song.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Oh man, this is we'll keep chasing somebody on that. All right.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. All right. We're gonna watch a video that Todd's gonna play for us now. Not a video. You're gonna play it, right?
Yep. No, I'm getting ready to go play a blues
song.
He's
ready
going.
to go play.
Though the video is after. Okay, the other one, the Bach video is the third one.
Now, I'm going to play a song
He's
live
going-
in just a minute.
he's
for you
going
folks.
live.
I'm going to do some blues. I feel like playing some blues today because I've had some asthma problems. So I say I'm going to play the asthma away.
Yep. Watch this. He's going in the studio right now. Don't go away because you've got to see this. It's right next door. He's going to take a break and we'll be right back. Watch the video and we're coming back with Gibson Cage after.
Peace out.
After Todd plays for us. Don't go away.
Peace out.
to make
There we
you
go.
cry.
Whoa.
What's up?
Oh, Gibson.
What's up, man?
How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
Well, I'm good. You see, I'm not in the tub today.
I see that. Who's that behind
You
you?
guys been, well, every time we get on here, you got a beautiful, and it's making me jealous. So,
Uh-oh.
I want to introduce you to
I've lost sound on my end.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, there she is. Hi.
What do you think of that?
It's not. It's rude. You should stand up when I come onto the air.
I can't hear you too well.
Oh, am I up loud enough? Here,
But I don't need to hear you. You can just watch.
Okay. You can't hear me at all?
I wish I could have seen the look on your face.
You can't even see me.
No, I can't see it. I've had a hard time hearing you too, but that's all right.
Well, I had a lot of good stuff to talk about.
Good, now I hear you. Well,
Okay.
first off, let me do this. Let me introduce you to Jesselyn Park.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi. What's a good girl like you doing in a place like that?
I don't know how this happens. I'm confused myself.
Yeah, Bill, I would love to hear the line you use.
That's top
First
secret,
approach
you know.
her.
Anyway, I've been a master of all tricks and all arts for a while, as you can see.
Yeah.
I'm a master of all showman, Gibson.
I hear you. You sure are.
Well, anyway, let me tell you about Jesselyn. She's an artist in the area here in Brevard County.
Yes.
And she does some marvelous paintings that are behind us. And like I said, we're promoting everything from artwork to cooking shows to music to whatever we can get going on here. You know?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's hear what you've been raising hell with this week.
Well, actually, I wanted to talk a little bit about the internet footstep of the bands that are out there and some of the problems that I've run into. I just hooked up with Jenny Bureau. She's working on my connections, my Facebook, all my internet stuff, and weaving it all together. She has a company down there in Florida, actually, and I'm trying to look for the name. Let's see. Bria. Oh, shoot. It's on my phone. Hold on. I'll get it.
Let me take my sunglasses off. Jesus, I have double vision here. There we go.
I thought I was prepared.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Jenny on Twitter. Let's see. Okay. The company is called HAUTE Concepts.
That's interesting.
Hot Concepts.
Hot.
And her name is Jenny Bureau, and she is incredible. I connected with her through an old friend of mine, and she noticed that she went to my clout page, which I had no idea I had any clout.
What's that?
But my clout was awful
How do
low.
you spell that?
Clout? And she started working on it this morning. Since then, my computer's been banging off the hook. I guess she works with professional baseball players on their image and all that stuff. So we've been working on, the different aspects on it with SEOs and the search engine optimizations, and doing. There's a company out here. That Sherry hooked me up with. It does press releases for.
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah, and they're really a good company that'll work with you, and it's called Vocus, and that's VOCUS, and they do all the press releases. You write it up, and they will distribute it to tens of thousands of media outlets. To give you even a bigger ISO, footprint.
That's awesome. That you can reach that many people at one shot these days. Back in the old days, it was like putting a message on a mule or a pigeon and hope it gets somewhere. Today the internet is making it possible to go into everybody's living room, So here we come, you know.
Yeah. So we're being empowered. It's just all a matter of knowledge, you know. And when she called me up today and started talking, we started working some stuff out. What a mess I had. I mean, I had stuff hidden from ex-old ladies and passwords I'd forgotten, and I had overzealous fans that had their own Facebook with me on it that I didn't even know about, and just crazy stuff. And she's getting it all straightened up now.
Yep. The medium is a lot different these days. You got Facebook and MySpace and Twitter, and you can unite them all together, so you're reaching thousands in one shot, you know.
Yeah, it's called a social influence site.
I like that. I always love a good social. That's like a good buffet with hot dogs.
Looks like you're having a pretty artsy social yourself right there.
I'm not complaining. I'm going to have a few questions to answer to my wife tonight, but it'll be okay.
Just tell her she was with me.
Luckily, I have a wonderful lady, and, yes. But anyway, let's let Jessalyn tell us a little bit about her. Let's give her a couple of minutes. Here's my big microphone.
Thank you.
Yes. Test 1 2.
Test 1 2. My name is Jessalyn Park. I grew up here in Brevard County, and currently I live in Orlando, Florida. And my career sort of blossomed. I've only been painting a year. And within the last year, a lot of amazing opportunities have presented itself. And from learning how to paint to being showcased. And I have my art on wine labels now. Thank you.
I want some of that.
Oh.
We need glasses, Warren. And a hot dog.
No hot dogs.
Thankful for this opportunity to be on this show, even though I'm in a bathtub. But it's all good. I'm enjoying myself.
Well, thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
You're in my seat.
I know.
There's plenty of room there. Jump
Don't
in
get me
there.
divorced now, okay?
Hey, you're in character.
I love my wife. I don't want to get divorced, so I got to stay on this side.
Your wife wouldn't go for that character, huh?
I can't even fall in, Gibson.
You can put your finger in the water.
Oh, gee, I'll put my finger in. How about that? There we go. Yeah, no, the water's fine. Whoa! Woo!
Little feedback
Someone got
there.
a hot knob. I mean, a hot pot or something.
I was trying to ask your guest that you got on. I've been hearing about the Cracker Barrel gold sales that Dolly Parton just did not too long ago. Got a gold record sales at the Cracker Barrel, and I've heard through the grapevines that it's kind of a hard gig to get into. That they have some pretty big criteria, and I was trying to ask what the criteria was.
Excellent. Fortunately, Todd has the in there. In fact, they just bought a bunch of his products, his new CDs, and videos that are going to be distributed in every Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, that's why I'm bringing it up, because I was listening to the conference. I'm paying attention.
Yeah, I'm not, and you're not hungover today.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, I'm just wondering if is he coming back on?
Well, the thing of it is, hopefully we can all follow in his footsteps, and he'll open the door for us too, hopefully, Okay, well, I'm getting our cue. Gibson, we're going to say goodbye. Me and Jessalyn are going to never mind. That's top secret. But anyway, God bless everybody. Pass the word, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
See, he's gone. We're back on. Gibson's gone.
Yeah, Gibson's gone. Oh, okay.
Gibson's still here. Hold on. Let's pull him up here. Let me switch your monitor over, Will. There you go.
Hey.
Yo, Gibson, can you hear the Banjo Man?
I sure can hear the banjo.
Hey, I would love to answer that question. That was an awesome question you just asked about the Cracker Barrel. All that. Let me tell you how this 6 criteria. You have to know Pee Wee Herman, Alan Rubin. You have to watch Pee Wee's Playhouse, and you have to ride the Pee Wee scooter 5 times around the block in Nashville, Tennessee, and Grand Ole Opry, and they will accept you. I'm just cutting up, Gibson. That's a joke.
I'm qualified.
Okay, I'm just kidding. No, I will answer that question. Seriously, I like to joke a lot. Cracker Barrel, a lot of the Cracker Barrel product that Cracker Barrel does, they want an exclusive when they do that kind of, when they do deals with people. They want an exclusive. So for many years, I didn't do anything with Cracker Barrel, but I got a few products that's going to go in there. It's just, you just got to, to get deals like that, and people, all you got to do is just stay current and just get you people to get in touch with them and shove it down their throat.
Yeah, because I've got this little gospel album that I did about a year and a half ago, and it's great. And I've kind of wanted to figure out where I wanted to put it and how I wanted to market it, because it's completely 360 from who I am on stage, and I've been rediscovering myself for the last 2 or 3 years anyway, and just an outlet for the different types of products that I'm trying to come up with and develop.
Hey, I love your playing and all your songs, Gibson. I've seen all your videos and stuff. And by the way, yeah, if you ever need me to put some banjo tracks down on your stuff, I guess you got my message I sent you. I'll be glad to. I love your style. I love your singing and everything. You got it going on, buddy.
Well, I've kind of transformed myself a little bit on the Nashville writing scene, and I'm specifically targeting Nashville music as far as a part of my writing a strategy. So, at the same time as I'm doing the stuff that I love to do, I'm doing stuff for, I'm trying to pinpoint the top 12 on the radio and what they're doing and who I can sell to in that genre.
Right. Also, I'd like to say Quinn Music Distributors. I got a deal with them. They're distributing about a bunch of my other CDs. It'll be in all the Mass General stores and all the stores up through Nashville. So that'll be coming out pretty soon too. Hey, I got to tell you, one of my right-hand men standing in here, and he's a good friend of mine. We've had a lot of fun through the years, and TC Ridge. Hey, TC.
What's up, TC?
South of Georgia.
How you doing,
Down home country boy. Hey, we're going to be doing, I got some news I wanted to talk about right quick, too, about TC. Swamp Child. We're going to be shooting a video on Swamp Child, and I am going to be in that video. We're going to have a blast, aren't we, TC?
You bet we are.
Yeah. But, hey, Gibson, I love
world's
you.
going to be Swamp Children. Before.
Yeah, Swamp Children. Hey, Gibson, I love your stuff, though, man, and if you ever need me, you just, you got my info, whatever, man. You give me a holler, man. I'd work with you. Cool, man. Your music's great. You're a good guy, and that's the kind of people I like working with.
Absolutely. You know what? Don't be surprised if your phone rings in the next month or so.
Well, I'm going to be back in Nashville for everybody watching. I'll be back in Nashville in about 2 weeks, I think it is. I'll have to call my management. I'm going to be doing more book signings at Music and Arts, Guitar Centers, and then I don't know if I'm going to go by the Opry this time. It's just this time permitting. We're going to be doing the mid-morning shows and all that kind of stuff again.
Well, good. You know what? We can run around the weekend you're here. I'll have my camera crew come out and take pictures of us acting like fools. How about that? Hey,
man, that sounds good. We'll have a good time. And I want to say hello to Thornton Klein in Nashville, Tennessee right now. He's a good friend of mine. We worked on a lot of projects together. A lot of people know Thornton. When he wrote with Gatlin Brothers Music for years, he wrote all the hits. Tim Murphy, It's a Country Thing, all kind of songs. And me and Thornton wrote a lot of stuff together, hit songs together as well. But anyway, Thornton's watching, and Thornton, I'll be seeing you soon. We was out in Anaheim, California promoting the books last week, and I got, something just hit me. We got him right here, the bass player. I got to tell y'all about him. This is the bass player of all bass players. He's been with me for 30 years, and I just wanted to commemorate him. He has stuck by me through thick and thin from the first he is literally, in the early days, and y'all know how this is, Gibson, and TC does too, when you're out on the road and you can't afford bus fuel. I used to own my own tour buses before we started leasing them. Now it's more feasible. But I remember owning brand new tour buses and, man, just having enough money to put fuel in them to get to the next gig. And this guy was always there through thick and thin and stood with me. But, hey, I appreciate you, Mike, and everything you've ever done with me.
Amen.
And, Is that TC back
Yeah,
there?
that's TC.
But I also want to say, my mission in my career now, in my life, I've had a great career. The Lord's blessed me and everything like that. But it's hard work pays off. Don't let nobody ever tell you no. You can do what you want to do. You just, record companies don't have control of nobody anymore. Hey, that's just how it is. Yeah. An artist is an artist. Now you can do whatever you want to do. Put your stuff worldwide.
on the category scene, on the genre scene.
Right.
I'm sure you of all people struggled with the label thing, especially when you did your banjo.
In the beginning, that's a good question. And you just reminded me of something I wanted to talk about. In the beginning, when I'd left Nashville, everybody disowned me in Nashville and said, "You cannot play rock and roll with a banjo." I said, "Well, I'm going to do it." And I'd been perfecting all that stuff for many years back in the early 80s and 75. And I didn't let them tell me no, but a few other big people in Nashville, which I don't want to mention their names at this point, because I'm not associated with them anymore, but they always said, "You're pioneering something. It's going to be hard, so you need to keep trying." But I did do it, and it was hard. All the record labels, Wyndham Hill Records, Cerise Saribon, even the special product labels, all of them said, "You can't play rock with a banjo. You can't do it."
Right.
There was only one record label that was good about it in the time, was with Paul Cooper. It used to be with Atlantic in Los Angeles. But I ended up doing it on my own because I'd been in the music business and had a good career as a kid, being at the Opry, knowing people. I was able to, but I had to take my own money, and the rest was history. But the categorization in the beginning, it was tough in the beginning, But once I knew, when the classic rock stations, started playing that Freebird, man, they thought they were going to use it as a skit. They were going to say, "Let's listen to this country guy playing banjo, and let's make fun of him trying to play Freebird on the banjo." But I knew that when they heard it, that it would just go crazy. And within it was probably four weeks. I'll never forget that day that I got a call, and Toy Caldwell called, and Alan Walden, from Capricorn Records, Phil Walden, Alan called, and all the people from Skinner. When I hit the top 40, they called and congratulated me about it. And I got that somewhere on an old answering machine tape, and I was telling Will about it the other day. I need to find that, but they all congratulated me. But those guys, the Southern Rockers, and I'll give a shout out to my good friend Hank, Henry Paul, the Outlaws. You rock, man. That's why I recorded the Ghost Riders, and you remember when I did it back in the 80s at Marshall Tucker's old studio. Henry Paul, he's a great guy. He did Black Hawk, but he's a down-to-earth guy. He treats people great, and I respect that man for that. And he's always treated me great when I was on the road at concerts that he was a part of. I love Henry Paul, man. He's just class act.
Yeah, so don't get offended by somebody saying, where do you go? Where do you fit in? How do you do this? And, just pushing you aside because they don't quite understand.
That's awesome what
you're trying to do, or want to take a risk.
Yeah, that's it. It's a risk, exactly. But, it's just like, I'm sure you have, because I've looked at a lot of your stuff, Gibson, and seen what you've done. Like TC, he stays straight to what he does, too, south of Georgia does. But what you just said is true. And I can see that within your career, what all you've accomplished and what you've done, you stay true to what you do as well too, and that's good. And a person has to do that, no matter what anybody says. You have to stay true. They make Rolls Royces, they make VWs, they make Cadillacs. That's why they make so many brands. Somebody might not like what you do, but who cares? There's a million other people that do, and it's all for the fans too. Yep. I'm sure you would do the same thing, Gibson. TC would. Hey, I'd go play a show if I had to do it for free, because I love playing music just like everybody does.
I wish I had $1 for every show I did.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
That's right, man. I know exactly what you're saying.
We were doing big stuff down, charity work for scleroderma, for cancer, for anything I could get my hands on, just to get on stage where there was a line array and two mixing boards, and a serious.
Yeah.
To get off on that good sound.
Exactly. Hey, I'd like to mention something since TC's here. Back in 2007, when I lived here in Florida, for probably 8 or 10 years. A lot of people had always said through the years, Todd Taylor's the world's fastest banjo player, blah, 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 and all this stuff. So one day I did some research, and there was never a fastest banjo player. Well, since I have a rare terminal disease, everybody knows about it, and I struggle with it day to day. And I said, I'm going to set the world record for the world's fastest banjo player to show all the handicapped people, and I'm doing this for all the handicapped people to let them know that you can still accomplish something. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't. So anyway, after Guinness was contacted, then they called me back and they were like, wow, yes, you can do it. We want you to do it. I contacted TC. TC handled all the audio and video. I mean, he did a super job, and it had to be perfect, for perfect. But anyway, everybody comes down. We do this. I set the world record for world's fastest banjo player in Palm Bay, Florida. And TC was a part of that. And TC, hey, I appreciate that. You as part of helping make that happen. And it has helped a lot of people. I get emails from people all over the world, and they say it's encouraged them and stuff like that. But, and I was not feeling good that day, remember?
No, I remember.
Yeah, I was really sick that day, but we still did it, and we had to do it.
We did it.
There's a movie that's coming out in the theaters called Breaking and Entering. It's a motion picture produced by Benjamin Fingerhut. It's done great at all the major film festivals. I've been to a few. I'm in the movie. They also have 4 of my songs in the movie, as well as me in the movie as the world's fastest banjo player. Everybody check that out. You can go to www.breakingandenteringdoc.com. That's the movie website. You can see the trailer on there as well. But I'm in the Guinness Book of World Records, but every proceeds that go, I don't make any money in it, and I never did it to make money. I did it to help all the handicapped people that have muscle disease like I got. It breaks my heart, and it tears me apart every time I see a young child with what I've got. A lot of times they don't live to be 14 or 15 years old, and I struggle day by day myself still, and music keeps me going, and being around good people keeps me going, and that's what life's all about,
Yes, sir.
And so the reason I'm saying this is anybody that's got anything wrong with them out there, if you think life's too hard and it's not going to work out, you're going to die and all this stuff, don't think like that. You be positive. You can make it. Your mind is stronger than any doctor in the world. It is. And, hey, it's just like with music. You can do anything you want to do in music. If somebody would have told me 10 years before I was sitting with Rick D that I would be there, I would have never believed it. But in my mind, I said, I'm going to do something like that. Hey, the first time I made a Grammy nomination entry list, hey, I'm going to do it. And it happens, and it happens. But just stay positive with anybody out there watching with your music, and stay true to it, and always make one thing certain. Hey, if you have to go play somewhere for nothing, sometimes you have to do it. But hey, it's going to come back to you in the end.
All right.
Yeah, well.
Hey, Gibson, when I get to Nashville, man, I'll give you a call, man, or I'll let you know when I'm coming. We'll have to hook up.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, we'll have to do some stuff.
I've been doing some crazy interviews on the streets out here, and
I've seen some of them.
Chasing down. Well, we got. I just started doing it, and like everything, it kind of blows up a little bit. So I'm just doing the editing and stuff like that, and trying to get it done right. And then I'm gonna debut it like a weekly show or something.
Hey, that'll be cool.
Good.
I'm learning all the phrases now. It's the treatment I'm working on now.
You know what I'm looking forward to in the next. I hope you don't hang up, Gibson. You need to stay on because something very important is getting ready to happen on the TV show today. Okay. Mike, my bass player, and TC Ridge are going to go back and do a hot tub scene. I'm joking.
Really? I thought it was in there anyway.
I'm just kidding. I love life and I love the joke, and I don't mean anything bad by that, but hey, that's what gets me going through life and everything. I love cutting up, I love having fun, but there's time to be serious too. But that's another thing that helps me out with my disease too. You got to have fun, and it's great being around a bunch of people that do the same thing.
Hey, I want to throw this number out real quick before we run out of time.
Okay.
So with the internet help, the company here is Hot Concepts, Haute, and her name is Jenny Bureau, and her number is 845-542-9996. And if you guys are having problems with your internet footprint and you need to direct traffic and get your SEOs on, then she's the one to call.
Excellent. Okay, Gibson, thank you.
All right. You all have a good one, and I'll be watching the show.
Thank you for being part of this. I'm really honored to have Todd here and TC here and you on the Skype. It's a once-in-a-lifetime for me. I really appreciate you being around and helping us out here, and we're going to connect with you again on Tuesday with Bill Dietz.
I'm loving this show. And I think this is a fantastic tool and a great way just to get whatever it is we got to say out, and and seeing people like your guests now. So I'll talk to you guys real soon.
Peace
and I'll be
out, man. Peace out.
Peace. Thank you, Gibson. Am I still on, I hope, right?
Yep, you're still on.
Okay. Anybody that's watching the show right now, call me, 267-CALL-ISW. 267-CALL-ISW. That would be 267-225-5479. Get yourself a copy of Todd's CD, and we'll be giving away the DVD shortly,
and also, we're going to throw in, I'm going to autograph this book. It's the Picking Over the Speed Limit best-selling book by Hal Leonard. It's worldwide right now, all over the world, in a couple other languages. Hey, I'm going to sign it too. Somebody that calls you going to get this book. If you're a banjo player out there and you want this book, you won't have to pay $19.99. It's for free.
Free. Call in 267-225-5479. Right now, we're going to take a break. Don't go away. Watch this video coming up right now. Bach. Todd. Peace.
Mr. Taylor, we're ready for you. Are you ready to play some Bach?
Hey, I'm ready to play some Bach banjo style. are
back. We are back. Come on, get your chance to win one of these nice CDs or the video. Video. Come on. Call 267-225-5479. Get a free copy. Free. How about a signed copy of the book?
Call ISW.
Signed copy of the book. If y'all don't call, I get the signed copy of the book.
That's right.
Oh, you're going to fight me for it. Live on the show.
You know, and I got to say, I'd like to thank all my friends, Hal Leonard Corporation, all the NAMM shows. They treat everybody great. Also, Lynn Robin Green. A lot of people know her from Hollywood, and she handles Steve Martin's, John McEwen, and she produced this book, and she did a great job for Hal Leonard and Beyond Tomatoes out in California in conjunction with Lynn, Hal Leonard, graphics. They did all this, and I'm proud of the book. And the book, it has a biography about a lot of my history, and it also has songs like Freebird, the way I play Freebird. There's a DVD going to be coming out on this. I'm doing for Hal Leonard, and I was supposed to have it done 3 months ago, but I'm going to get to work on it real soon. I'm going to probably be doing it down here in sunny Florida here at ISW. But anyway, it's going to be me showing how I play Freebird, Six Guns, and Stairway to Heaven, and all that kind of cool stuff. But anyway, this is a cool book. And hey, I love Hal Leonard. They've been good to me. And what can I say? Thornton Klein, by the way, he's got a book called Practice Personalities. It's on Hal Leonard too. And the music that's in that book, I did all that at Pirate Records for him. I produced that as well. This also has a book a CD in it. Excuse me. I just took some albuterol. I got asthma. I've been having some asthma problems. There's a CD in the book as well, and it has a lot of the songs, original cuts of the songs in there that goes with the book. But I'm proud of that book. Hey, Will, I'd like to say something else too. A lot of people, did you know our governor? I want to say I love Governor Nikki Haley of South Carolina. I'm from South Carolina, born and bred there. But I was honored. The state of South Carolina honored me about 5-6 months ago with the Order of the Palmetto, which was just, man, I was blown away for a lifetime achievement in music and promoting the state of South Carolina and all. And I just like to say for the state of South Carolina, because I am an ambassador for my state. I love everybody in South Carolina, and I love South Carolina, Spartanburg, South Carolina. And shout out to my buddy Doug Gray, Marshall Tucker Band, and a lot of legendary people come out of Spartanburg, South Carolina.
I thought Spartanburg was Georgia.
Yeah, Spartanburg, Georgia, yeah.
Hey, you better not be careful. Because everybody's saying North Florida's Georgia. Or the Panhandle or whatever.
That's
They're always
what they
saying
say.
That's really Georgia. Okay, cool. I won't get into that. No, we won't get into that. We want to talk to Todd about some more stuff about as you went along, you got rolling back.
There's a call coming in.
Oh, there's a call coming in. Okay. Take the call.
Let's take
the call.
I paid my insurance.
Welcome. You're on the air. Hello. You're on, they hung up. I guess they got cold feet.
Oh, go cold feet. Oh, they don't get the CD. I get the CD.
I played in a lot of amusement parks all over the South, Six Flags over Georgia, 7 shows a day, every day but Friday, and toured with Nashville on the road show, worked with legendary people, and that was in the early days. And then after that banjo rock and roll album, and I had all that success and all that stuff, I moved back to Nashville. Yes. I moved Sheb Woolley, the one-eyed, one-horned purple people eater that played Pete Nolan in Rawhide. I moved up there and lived into the complex in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and lived there for 6 years.
There's a call.
And wrote a bunch of hit songs, and also did the Todd Taylor Fast Ride album. And Sheb Woolley and I co-wrote some songs. One of the songs was Going West, which is actually in the movie Breaking and Entering. And Thornton Klein and me, we did a lot of work together up there too. So I like it better in South Carolina because the weather's a little better than Nashville. You know what I mean, TC?
I know what you mean.
I can't hardly breathe there.
Where?
In Nashville.
Really? What about L.A.?
No. Smoggy.
What did you say to me yesterday when you got down to Florida?
I was like, wow, man, I can breathe again. The air quality. That's one thing I will say. The air quality here in Florida on this coast is just awesome. And that's what I loved about it the years that I lived here. But when I first moved back to South Carolina, maybe Nikki Haley can get something done about that. The air quality in South Carolina is just, man, to me, it's bad. To me, I got asthma. I just can't, my asthma's just started bothering me the past couple of years.
See, I was in South Carolina too. I lived in Charleston.
Oh, okay. I like Charleston.
Goose Creek.
Yeah, Goose Creek.
Yeah.
I was just down at Guitar Center.
And my wife also, Goose Creek.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we love South Carolina.
I like goose hunting in Goose Creek. Did you ever do any goose hunting in Goose Creek?
No, I didn't do any goose hunting.
Well, what I would do is I'd just call somebody where the gooses are and say, bring me some gooses down here, and I'm going goose hunting. And they'd let me shoot. That's what Hank Jr.
It's like shooting geese in a barrel.
Yeah, like shooting geese in a barrel.
Hey, well, we do have a caller on the line.
Hello?
Oh, go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
Hey, Todd.
Hey.
What's your favorite banjo that you have? You got something super decorative? You bring anything down there?
Yeah, my favorite banjo that I'm playing now is, and I don't get paid to do this, I paid for them out of my pocket, is I'm playing Daring Sierra banjos now. I mean, they got me on their artist roster. It shows I play them, but I don't. They don't pay me any money for what I'm saying. I'm playing the Daring Sierra satin finish, and then I'm playing a 2004 one. It's just got dot inlays, and man, those banjos. Let me tell you something. From all the way from Nashville to Spartanburg, then all the way down here to Florida. I took it out of the case today when I just played the song that I played, and it was in perfect tune, and that's amazing, But the Daring banjos. What kind do you like, buddy?
Oh, that's pretty cool. Well, my dad used to play banjo, and so I just kind of got hooked on that particular music. He played bluegrass music.
Oh yeah, bluegrass. I grew up playing it. I love it.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, you got yourself a CD?
That's right. This new CD's
right.
got a lot of good stuff on it.
Just give your address to the engineer, and we'll send one up. We'll send it to you.
All right. I appreciate it.
Hey,
thanks
for calling, buddy.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go. Cool.
Hey, I'm telling you, I've been having a ball down here.
We're glad you're here. It's really it's an honor to have you here. Hear you play, talk, hear the stories.
And what's so great about it, it's like I'm back home with family. It's like coming back to my second home where I live, like T.C. Ridge, south of Georgia. You and everybody. I mean, it's great. And
it's funny. I think I told you it felt like I've known you for years.
Yeah, that's how it is. Musicians are like that.
Man, I'll tell you. I want to show everybody also this. What you're what you're giving the studio.
It's for wheat hole. They're going to hang that up in the studio in the bathroom. That way it keeps the flies out and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to play it on
Tell
a
them
record
what that
player.
is.
Yeah, you can play it. Wonder what artist would be on there if you played it.
It better be you.
I was talking, seriously, all joking aside, I was talking to a guy one day. I asked him about those. He said, he said what they do is they use just records, any records they get, the companies that manufacture those, and who knows who it is, and there's some kind of gold plating, some kind of process that they do to do that, but it ain't actually the actual album. You know what I'm saying?
What?
That's pretty neat. But it looks like it would play.
Yeah.
So that's Rick Dees, right?
Rick Dees Worldwide Top 40. Yeah.
And what did you get this for again?
The first person taking the banjo, and then, that product sold a lot of product too. For taking that banjo to the top 40. And hey, I thank God for Freebird, and I thank God for Leonard Skinner. Hey, they inspired me. That's why I did that. And hey, Alan Walden.
Well, Leonard Skinner is going to be here shortly.
They're actually playing
just under a month
here in Melbourne.
Just over a month.
We have the country. What do they call it? Runaway Country.
Runaway Country.
Going on here with Lady Antebellum and a whole bunch.
And we're possibly going to get to be backstage if things go
well.
well.
They're giving us passes to go back to the meet all the people.
When Toy Caldwell he was one of the reasons Toy Caldwell is that I went forward to do that rock and roll stuff. being hanging around with him when I was a kid, down in Moore, South Carolina. And that's what pushed me over. I wanted to do it, but Toy was the one that really inspired me. Said, "You got to do it. It's so different. You'll have a good career one day if you do it." And that's doing something that was different. Which it was a hard road, but it was still great though.
So when you're done visiting us down here in Florida, you're heading back to you're going home and then to Nashville.
Well, yes, I'm going back to Spartanburg, South Carolina, and Mike has to check in with his wife because he is very, very henpecked. I mean, henpecked. It's like a chicken pecking. He has to check in with her all day long. Now, I'm lucky. My girlfriend, hey, she's got by the way, my girlfriend's got a brand new book coming out. And, hey, it's called You Can Have Your Cake. What is it called, Mike? Something about it. Well, anyway.
You can have your cake and eat it too?
Yeah, you can have your cake and eat it too. Gretchen Piazzi. And she's wrote a lot of her books. But the book is a great book. It tells the real truth about weight loss and all this stuff that people say you can lose weight on, which you can't. But anyway, a lot of people know her, probably had seen her. She's done with the doctors and stuff that comes on. I think, what network is that? Probably ABC or something like that. But anyway,
one of those.
She's got a great book coming out. I'm going to have to send you one, Will. I got to promote her book.
Yeah, but I'll put it on the show.
And I want to say, hey, the Butter Boy. And he's also got a nickname, Money Man. When he's got a lot of money in his pocket, I call him Money Man. That's my son.
What do you call him when he doesn't have a lot of money now?
Broke Money
Jamie.
Man.
Broke Money Man? Why do
you call him Jamie, Will?
And Butter Boy is also his nickname. And also, I say hey to Anthony, too. Boss.
So, Todd, you got some stuff coming on. You did talk about...
I'll go...
You did mention...
with Thornton Klein, I mentioned Thornton a while ago. Me and Thornton's working on also an album right now, a classical album, and it'll be distributed, put out by a major label. And
he was on the Bach video.
That's right. Thornton was also on the Bach video playing the cello. It'll be 10 songs, all classical pieces with me, Thornton Klein, and we'll have some other strings in there. But we'll be doing, look for me, guitar centers coming up, music and art stores. We got the Nashville NAMM show another NAMM show will be coming up for Nashville. And I'll be there representing for Hal Leonard.
Is that this summer?
Yeah, the summer NAMM show will be there. And more TV shows that will be coming in Nashville. Yeah, you should come up.
Hey, we do have one more caller calling in.
All right.
Let's see who this is. Hello, you're on the air.
Hi, you guys are doing great. I love you guys. How are you?
We love you too.
We love you too.
Yay.
You want a CD? Or you want the DVD?
Yes.
What do you got?
Oh, I'll take a DVD.
What? Oh, you want DVD?
Yeah.
Oh, what? You got a question for Todd?
How long have you been playing?
I started playing when I was 6 years old.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, when I was 6 years old.
Wow.
That's cool.
Well, I guess I got to get my boys into it now.
Y'all remember when I was a little 6-year-old boy running around with T.C. Ridge up in Indiana? He said, "Banjo Man, I think you need to start picking on the banjo." So I did, and T.C. started singing Swamp Child. And me and him, that's when it started, wasn't it, T.C.?
That's when it started.
Well, I got 3 guitars, and so we're starting good. So thank you very much. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you for calling in, and let's get your address, and we'll get you out your DVD, Todd Taylor.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye. We're going to have to do that. We're going to blow up Nashville with this swamp.
That's right. Hey, Swamp Child's awesome, man.
Yeah, I think
Too bad y'all ain't got a track of that you could play. I'd like people to hear that. Because, I'm not bragging, but I like the banjo stuff. Remember when I laid that?
Incredible.
That was just right off the cuff, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
The song's just unbelievable song.
Thank you.
Hey, sleeping in the daytime. How's it go, TC?
Been working late at night.
Yeah, been working late at night now.
The way Todd's life is
Going, yeah.
Mike says something
just ain't right. That's
right.
it, brother. That's it. It's got that vibe. You know, Terry Luttrell from REO Speedway, he also produced that. If Terry Luttrell is watching, peace out, Terry. Ain't that right, TC?
Right.
Cool. All right, well, you know what? What time you got there, Mr. Engineer? He's flashing me the sign again.
It's 3:16. We're a little bit over today.
That's okay. Todd
I've
took
had
the time to
it's
come
worth
down here
it.
to see us.
That's right.
He came all the way down here to see us. I haven't had a guest to do that yet, and I haven't had too many guests send me a nice promo package like Todd has sent with signed posters and CDs and DVDs.
So all you future guests, listen to
Tremendous.
Todd Taylor.
Tremendous.
This is going to help you for your career. If you're wanting to be on these shows and all, when they contact you and say they'd like you to be on the show, please have courtesy and send them your CDs, send them your stuff so they really know what's going on when you get there.
Professional is always nice.
Thank you, Todd, for being here on the show.
If you go fishing, you don't want to go without any bait, do you?
We appreciate that,
Hey, I've
Todd.
enjoyed it. Love you, man. It's been awesome. You're the best, man.
It's an honor to have you
And the
here.
sound man in there, I got to say, he is awesome with video and with audio. The guy's great, man. Appreciate it. It's been great working with you too, man.
Maybe we'll have you back.
Thank you.
The big concert series. Mention that, Rock. There's a big concert series going to be coming. Some great stuff worldwide. I will be here playing for it.
Todd will be here. We'll get TC in on
Yeah.
it too. And we'll get some jamming going on here all around the world right here at
Yes,
ISW.
sir.
Thank you, Mike, for being here too.
Glad to be here. Great to have you. Hey, God bless everybody and peace out, y'all.
Peace out. One thing, there's something you learn from helping other people with their dreams, and that prepares you for your own. God bless you. Have a safe week, and we'll see you next week. Watch Todd. Follow Todd. You got to watch this guy. God bless.
God bless y'all. Peace out.